Might be hard to tell, but I think it's a little better. After the night in my wool sock, a little bit more color. And yes, there is still quite a bit of emaciated skin on the top, right there. But a little bit more color. So we'll work on that. I'm gonna have to wrap it in moleskin for the hike into town. And then I'll try to let it breathe and air out this evening, tonight, and tomorrow morning without grossing anybody out the best I can. So even though I wanted to get up early and get an early start, and even though I did get up early, I remember waking up and seeing like 2:57 or something ridiculous like that. I just kept sleeping. I kept taking small sips of coffee to try to get myself to wake up. I woke up at like 3:15, 3:30, 4:30. 4:30 would have been a good time to get up. But at 4:30, I chose to go back to sleep and didn't get up until 6. So now it's 6:15, and it's not a big deal. I just won't get into town as early. I'll probably break camp 7:15. I have to walk down a half mile to get water and then a half mile back, so, and it's up and down hill, so can't rush that. Time to push out of my secret bat cave where I camped last night. So secret you might miss it. I just happened to catch that flat spot through my peripherals as I rushed by. But I am back on the trail. And I remember how beautiful the landscape had become and the terrain as I was heading into camp the last couple of miles. I'm gonna get more of the same. I'm just a little upset that I missed golden hour sleeping in. If I had gotten up at even 5 o'clock, 4:30 would have been ideal when I woke up. I'd be leaving camp at 6, and I'd be catching more of the sunrise. The sun is laughing at me right now for getting up so late. I'm pretty close to the water source, but I still have to go a half mile down to get it. It's been a bit of a death march ever since I got to the San Jacinto wilderness. All uphill, a lot of switchbacks. Smooth, not rocky, but steep elevation. I wish I had water. I don't know what this guy's problem is. He looks like he's got a tumor or something on his left side, or it's a she and she's pregnant, but she just darted out in front of me. I almost stepped on you. I couldn't avoid it. Luckily you're okay, and now you're just perched on this rock looking at me like I have a problem. You're the one that ran under my foot. What do you have to say for yourself? That's what I thought.
Okay, back on the trail. We've gotten water. We probably have 3/4 of a liter in our pack. We probably drank a liter, liter and a half. Beautiful views today. Lots of lizards. How are you doing, lizard? Feels good to have water. I don't know why I don't carry it. I guess it's because it's so goddamn heavy. Changed his mind. Oh, you coming southbound now? This is the 3rd, 4th, and 5th hikers I've seen going southbound. It's to the point that I had to pull out my phone and make sure I'm going in the right direction. So I just pulled over on the side of the trail. I felt what seemed like a massive boulder under my middle toes on my right foot. And my right foot is the one with the blister on the outside of my heel and the 2 blisters on my pinky toe, so I don't need any more problems. My point is, if you feel something with your foot or your shoe, or anywhere really, your inner thighs, your straps, your hip belt, it's not going to get better, so you should stop and adjust. I'm stubborn a lot of the times, and I don't stop and adjust. And then you just end up with blisters or rashes. I've decided to name every quail on the PCT Dan quail. There's 2 Dan quails. Uh-oh. More snow. Could be trouble. I had to go over quite a few technical blowdowns today. And I've seen a lot of red caution signs warning early northbound hikers to take an alternate. I didn't take an alternate, but I can see why, if there was snow, you would want to take the alternate. I'm not 100% sure, but I think this is the top of this silly thing that I've been looking at the whole climb up here. Oh, well, the profile changed. I feel like I finally got off of those ridges, even though I'm still technically on a ridge. At least I'm in the trees. I happened to come across some melting snow. There's a lot of snow here. I was at 8,300 feet elevation, and I came across some snow melting off a rock face. So I was able to scoop like a third of a bottle into one of my Sawyers and drink that, and then scoop maybe a half of a liter with my Canuck and filter that into my other bottle and mix some coffee. So it's amazing how much better I feel after drinking some water, having some coffee, and having a couple of snacks. Who would have known H2O and food was so important? I think maybe I can make it to the Humbird Park by 6, and I'm getting text messages from my host and my other host who would be my ride, and hopefully it works out, because I would like to go into town tonight, even though I'm not going to be there as early as I wanted to. It's Chippendale. I didn't think I'd ever make it, but it's a 10 of 10 water source for sure. I stumbled upon the center of the universe. PCT North, San Jacinto Peak. I have a Devil's Slide Trail on my mind. I have to go to Humbird Park. I have a team of trail angels assisting me getting into town. I might zero tomorrow. This is a beautiful little downhill trail, but it's 2 miles, and it's going to be uphill whenever I decide to come back here, whether it's tomorrow or looking more and more like Sunday. I just think I have to give my pinky toe time to breathe and get the color back in my skin. And today was a rough day. Not gonna lie, some people, not me, some people thought it was never gonna end. A lot of people said they were slogging. One hiker said today was slow AF. And yeah, that ridge was no joke. And I've never been 8,300 or 8,600 feet elevation, whatever I was. So that was a first. So we'll see. I'm getting into town late. I want to do a deep dive on San Jacinto Peak and the water sources, and I want to look hard at how many miles until Route 10. There's my ride behind that tree in the red car. I am 5 minutes late, like I thought I would be. Maybe if I didn't stop and shoot all those videos. I am wiped out, and I know nobody really wants to see this video, so I'm going to try to keep it short, but I have had a glass of ice water. I've sent too many messages. My great hosts who've helped me out, just communicating with them, because I really want to zero tomorrow, but everybody wants to stay in Idlewild, and I don't blame them. It's a great place. So I've got to really figure out, I've got about 2-ish days worth of food left, and I think I need at least 2 more. I've got to figure out what I need, and I need to figure out exactly how much food. I think I need about 2.5 more days added to what I have. And I've got to shower, have 1 more glass of ice water, and hit the fairway. I have about 1.5 hours to do all that, and my feet are tired, but got to get it done because I'm not guaranteed. I think it'll work out, and I'll have a place to stay tomorrow and I can zero, but I'm not really guaranteed it. We'll have to wait and see what everybody else does and if there's a place for me. I'm on a mission to go resupply at this fairway market, even though I just got the okay that I have a place to stay tomorrow night, so I get to zero, but still one less thing to do